Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to take a few minutes to lead you through the next module, Module 6, which unlocks later this week. The module officially kicks off right after spring break, but I'm sure some of you might be working ahead or you might want to do a little bit of work during the break. Although it isn't required, there are no due dates until midweek through the week after spring break. So this is the module, Module 6. Just like always, there's an overview page with an introduction. We'll be talking about fossil fuels and air quality index quite a bit in this section. And we'll also be looking at news articles, atmospheric pollutants, AQI and AQI maps. And you're welcome to look at places all over the world for one of the assignments, whatever region of the world you're interested in. And we'll be looking at gases, so pressure of a gas, and doing some calculations and understanding how the different factors involved in gases interact with one another. So just like always, watch the video that introduces the module and then move through the lesson. So the first lesson is due the week after spring break week. There is a reading in LibreText, and this is actually an interesting one. It has more to do with atmospheric chemistry than chemistry. So it's a different field of chemistry, but it does talk about gases and writing formulas and naming gas molecules. And if you're like me, like it says here, I do check my weather app every day. Somehow it's easier to look at your phone to see what the weather's going to be than it is to look at the sky and try to guess what's going to happen. And so we'll be looking a little bit at the weather and air quality as a means of looking at pollutants and learning about gas molecules, many of which are outdoor pollutants. And you have a few assignments for lesson one. One's a news journal presentation, and you can use Google Slides, you can use PowerPoint, you can use whatever program that you prefer to use. We try to be open with the program you can choose, and a discussion. And so the discussion is concerned with the air quality index, and the AirNow website has a wide variety of locations across the world, and you can choose any location that's of interest to you to contribute to the discussion. And there's a quiz on air pollutants, properties, sources, and health effects. Lesson 2 is concerned with gases more in depth, the actual chemical behavior of gases. So gases have pressure, volume, amount, and temperature. And if any one of those quantities is changed, it affects the other ones. They're interrelated through something called the ideal gas law. So we'll go through this a little bit, and we have some chemistry textbook readings for you in OpenStax, quite a few sections of Chapter 9 in their Chemistry 2nd Edition textbook. And we've recommended some exercises for you to work through in Chapter 9, and you can do this on your own. You don't have to turn them in. It's just for extra practice. There's also always lots of extra practice problems for most chemistry topics that can be readily found online along with solutions. Or you can go to the library if you're on campus and look at one of the books we have on reserve for a few different courses, like our general chemistry courses. And those always have problems with worked solutions as you work through the chapters, and also end of chapter problems if you're looking for more practice. We have a playlist, and then we have an assignment. And again, this assignment involves interacting with an online simulation. So just like last time, I think some people were having some challenges interacting with the simulations. It can take some time to kind of settle in and get used to how the simulation works. So make sure that you start it early enough that if you need help working with it, you can talk to Kimberly, you can talk to me, and we can help you navigate the issues that you might be having. And lastly, there is another quiz, the gas laws quiz. So this section has 2 quizzes. And so the second quiz, the gas laws quiz, this is the quiz that we'll give the extra credit to if you participate in the terracotta question that you have to participate in. Question 3, I believe, as you go through the instructions for the module. So that extra credit will get applied to this quiz, the gas laws quiz. So as you go through the course, always just make sure that you're paying attention to all of the assignments and their due dates. And I'm just going to go back here and look at the news journal presentation. And as you can see, there are no peer reviews required for this. So let's go back and let's look at the other assignments, and we'll just check while we're here to see if there are any more peer reviews. And there are not, so there are no peer reviews required for this section of the course, so it should be hopefully a quick week for all of you. As always, if you have any questions, post a discussion board, send me an email, or reach out to Kimberly. One of us can reply. We can send you a video if you need help working your way through the gas laws interactive simulation. A video of us, doing something if you're struggling with the manipulation within the simulation. And we're always happy to give some insight on how to answer quiz questions as well.